Hello and welcome back to another video here at Life with the Bridges. In this video, Katie takes Teddy back up to Great Ormond Street Hospital for his videofluoroscopy procedure. I take Teddy for his first ever soft play experience, which doesn't end well, and we have a long wait on Teddy's most recent blood tests, which, let's just say, unfortunately, weren't what we were hoping for. So stick with us for another testing week here at Life with the Bridges. So good morning, I am back from my stag do, not my stag do, my friend's stag do, and we all got out there safely and got back safely, and I'd be a liar if I said I felt fresh, because I don't, but you never do after a stag do. But I had clients all morning this morning, and Kate has actually taken Teddy up to go and have his videofluoroscopy. This is a procedure that basically he has to sit in a seat, and from a side profile they have an x-ray machine which basically positions himself to the side angle, and then Teddy is required to drink a certain liquid whilst that x-ray actually gives a live feed of his swallowing path, just to check that the liquid is going in the right direction into his stomach rather than aspirating into his lungs, which therefore giving him a cough. Now, if you've been watching our videos prior to this one, we've said that his cough has cleared up, but it's something that we made our consultant aware of, the fact that the cough wasn't there anymore. But they've basically said because of the fact that he did have a cough for such a long time and it's taken us such a long time to get this booked in and procedure actually completed, she still wanted to go ahead with it, and just in case if it does come back, then we've ticked this box. The process can continue to do the research about why his cough has returned if it does come back. Once they arrived up to London on the train, they quickly stopped off at the Disney area in Great Ormond Street Hospital before his appointment, which, let's just say, it blew his little mind.
There's a big octopus! Colour red!
Kate is up there now, and obviously I've been speaking to her all day, and basically it was all inconclusive. So they've gone up there, which we made the consultant aware that we don't believe he will drink the water, because he's pretty fussy because of everything he's been through, and so it'll be a wasted trip up there. But again, they still wanted us to do it, and lo and behold, he apparently took 4 sips, the x-ray started, and therefore he stopped drinking purely because of the flavour of the liquid. So it's a wasted trip. But this is why we made the decision for Kate to go up. She's gone up with her brother, her sister, and her 2 little kids. So they've made a family day outing of it, because it was literally only a procedure that was going to take a matter of minutes. It didn't require me going there feeling sorry for myself who just got back from a stag do, and also it meant that I could go to work this morning. So slightly annoying that it's inconclusive. I'm not actually sure what goes on from here, but I would imagine we just take that result and then redo the test if his cough comes back. But that's a little update in terms of me being back in the UK and Teddy's videofluoroscopy. Elephant cuddle. Elephant sleep. Elephant sleep. Say night night, elephant. Bye. Having spent every day by my son's side since birth, spending 3 days away from him, I knew it was going to be hard, but I wasn't prepared for how much I was going to miss him. So it's fair to say, I was glad to be back with my little sidekick. Come on then, as I've been away, tell me what have you been up to? Saw Arthur, and who else? Uncle Deanie. Who else went to hospital with you? Auntie Rosie. And who else? One more. Who's your other cousin? Baby Hudson. Wow. You went on the train? Wow. And did you go to the Science Museum?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you run around on your feet?
Yeah.
Wow. You sound like you had a lovely time, mister. Did you miss Daddy Day? Yeah, I miss you more than you'll ever know, mate. We're back together, ready to cause carnage. Fist bump. Oh! Right, you got 60 seconds left of that nang and it's coming out. High five. Quick! Abs. Oh. Parrot. And what noise does a parrot make?
Quack. Goat.
A goat. And what noise does a goat make?
What is that? It's a cow. Oh, look! An owl. Oh, look! Oh, some donkey.
Did you do your cleaning? Push. Good boy. And now it's ready to do more drawing. You're so clever, mate. Awesome picture. Now you do your cleaning. Ooh, Although we've had his blood results back and his full bloods are absolutely fine in terms of hemoglobin levels. Thank you, darling. Platelets and white blood cells and stuff like that, they're all within range, which is great. We're looking for further tests, which we have done every month as well, like his chimerism, so what percentage of donor cells he is, his CD4 counts, how well his immune system is doing, and so on and so forth. So they're the ones that we have done, not as frequent anymore, but they have been done this time, and we are waiting for those. Katie was meant to go to a clinic with one of the doctors, which we're meant to have done once every couple of months, and there was like miscommunication in terms of timing, so Kate obviously left the hospital by the time that their doctor turned up, which is a really good thing because of the fact that she could have been waiting there for hours. So they ended up going to the Science Museum and actually having a really nice day. And we've actually now had a phone consultation booked for Friday this week, where we're going to hopefully discuss the results of the bloods, which we still haven't received. So hopefully they'll have them by then, and just have a general phone conversation in terms of how Teddy's doing and future medications and the normal sort of clinic conversation. So that's pretty much what's happening this week. We have got some incredibly exciting things to come, but stay tuned for some pretty special times. You want to see the piggy in his mud? That's what Mummy made for you. Oh, good old sensory trays. It's in the mud. Look at the wobbly ducky and the turtles swimming in the ocean. So this is super for letting him play with dirty stuff. Yes, it's all good. We can clean it, can't we? Piggy, smelly piggy in the mud. Yucky. Woo! Wow. It's the ducky in the sea. So this is hopefully going to be a good transition onto the different foods. Getting the different textures on his hands. You want Daddy to help you get it off? Look, you can pull it off like this. And then you put him in there. Daddy help you get it off? That's it, it's a good boy, all done. So this is massive. He wouldn't touch anything like this a few months back, especially things like this or weird textures. But he's becoming more and more inquisitive, which will hopefully lead to different foods. You put him back in the swimmer. You're going to do some swimming, go, whee! Don't worry, we can clean it. It's not a problem, mate. Oh, and Daddy's got all the jelly over his hands. It's fine, it's cool. Don't worry, it's okay. We brush it off. It doesn't hurt you. It's just cold. That's it.
It's in the water.
It's in the water. That's it, good boy.
It's in
Good boy. You put the duck in the sand. You're going to put him in the sea again. Yay, swim, swim, swim. As you can see, within just a few minutes of this messy play, with the different textures on his hands, his reaction had changed from this. Oh, don't worry, it's dirty. To this. Wow, Teddy's super brave. Well done. So this is a sensory tray. It's hopefully, as I said, going to make the transition of him getting mucky hands and not being bothered by it, and he's improved incredible amounts. This hopefully is the next transition onto meals like lasagna and stuff like that, because that's still hugely scarring for him. Any food on spoons and stuff like that is just an absolute no-go, because in the past we've tried to feed it to him and he's just obviously got really sick, or it's made him feel sick, so he's really scarred by it. And hence like things like his chair as well, playing in his chair, that's something we're trying to reintroduce. So we'll all make these footsteps forward to try and actually get him into eating like a normal child, and this is one of those footsteps. You're fine, darling. No, it's no problem. Look, we just brush it off, don't we? The tortoise. Should we make him swim again?
Help you.
I'll help you. Look, here we go. He swims. And he gets all clean again. Progress, 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 ladies and gentlemen. That's it. We're going to give all your animals a bath now. So they're all dirty, but that's what we do when we're dirty, isn't it? We wash our hands. You put your tortoise in there. There's a good boy. We wash him. Wow, look, he's all clean. And what about your ducky? You going to wash your ducky? Make him dirty and then we wash, don't we? Whoa, this is very full up, isn't it? We're all going to end up in a bath in a minute. Wow. That's a big bath, isn't it? And the piggy. So we've washed the turtle, the piggy. Oh, in the mud. Good boy. Now wash him. Yeah. Should we clean this up, or do you want to wash your animals again?
Yeah.
Yeah? See? Progress, progress, progress. Make something fun out of it, and hopefully it helps progress forward day by day, ladies and gentlemen. So myself and Teddy are off out to a proper, genuine soft play. Now this gives me the heebie-jeebies because we all know soft plays are full of germs, and I know we went to one last week, but it was more of a hall with some soft material in to play on, whereas this is like a proper soft play for kids, but it's a nice one apparently. I've never been to it, so I just wanted to get him out and about and just let that boy live. It's something I've avoided for a long time now, and I feel like I'm ready to take him, and so yeah, today's the day, and it's all for him. It's not for me. I'm having to park some of my barriers to allow this to happen, but it's about letting the boy live now, and this is what we're going to do, and he absolutely loves it. I know Kate's taken him in the past, and she said that he absolutely loved it. So that is what we're going to do. So to Barney's we go.
Are you ready to go soft play? Yeah, what are we going to do at soft play? Go down the slide? Yeah, let's go.
So we have arrived at Barney's play barn, and we've got two problems. One being that he's tipped all of his animals all over his lap, but two, he's done a number 2, even though I've literally just changed him the minute we got here. But because there's so much food going in, there's a lot more to come out. So that's currently sat in that chair at the back, which needs addressing, as we don't want that smudging all over the slides, do we, Ted? Soft play. Okay, let's address the number 2, and time to go to Barney's.
Right, it's time to do this nappy. That doesn't help, does it? Oh my goodness, Teddy. I'm not going to show you guys, but that is one of the first solid poos we've seen. I could literally fling this up in the air and catch it again. Look at it! It's jiggling about. It's solid. I literally could build a house of that. That's all right. That's been kept. I'm gonna frame that. It's going up on the wall. High five. It stinks though. Yucky. It's not funny. High five. Funny. Hilarious. Hilarious, mate. Absolutely hilarious. But I am so proud of you for squeezing out your first solid poo, mate, because that was a long time coming. Right, let's get another one on, because if you're going to do poos like that all the time, mate. Pardon you, did a paw. No, that was Teddy that did a fart, you cheeky boy. Yes, paw. It stinks. It's stinky paw. You think you're hilarious, don't you? Just change your bottom and then you do a poo-poo, but a solid one. That must have taken ages to push her. Yeah. Yes, you've done a poo-poo. I'm going to frame it. She put it in a picture frame and put it on the wall. So Teddy's first poo at the age of 26 months. That doesn't resemble a puddle. Yes, it was a solid. It was like a rock. Woohoo! A smelly rock. It was one big crock. Goes on. 2 crocks. Yes. We only need to put Teddy. That's a big rock. Is still lingering. All right, should we tuck that tubey in? Okay, let's go soft play. It's Barney's. Yeah. It's Ted. Go! He's fearless, I tell you. It's just fine. Look, Daddy, show you. It's plastic. You can walk on it, even though it's a mirror. Look. Bless him. Go on, you can walk on it. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Ready? Yeah! Woohoo!
This boy was in his element. Being exposed to normal children activity was just absolutely incredible.
Ready, go! 3, 2, go! What can you see? A pig? Wow! There's some horrendously scary slides in here for a 2-year-old like that one. Hope for his sake and my sake we don't have to go down.
For the first 20 minutes, he did not stop. He kept going and going and going.
Down blue slide.
Let's go down a blue slide.
Yeah.
Come on then.
With me being aware that he hadn't stopped for a good 20 minutes, I called a quick juice break to rehydrate and top up his energy levels.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cheeky monkeys on the wall.
Then it was back to full steam ahead for our little cub. Oh goodness, he's going towards the big curly whirly slide. Do you want Daddy to show you? Right. I'm hoping this isn't a regret of a 6'2" guy and a child going down the curly whirly slide. Whew, we made it. Should we stick with the yellow slide, Ted? Okay, yellow slide. This was a huge learning lesson for me, as what was about to happen scared the life out of me. Even though I'd kept Teddy hydrated, I'd still underestimated the intensity in which he was playing, which he isn't used to, and brought me crashing back down to earth regarding Teddy's post-transplant situation.
I wouldn't be a liar if I said that we have literally been going down that slide, that yellow slide, for the last 25 minutes constantly. Well, that was going really well, and yeah, the last video kind of cut off a little bit when I was saying I'd been up and down that slide 25 times. And I've never seen him play that intensely. He was on repeat, so he must have went round and did the same thing over and over and over again. You okay? Would you like some sandwich? He just got to a stage where he just must have run out of energy, and I was aware of it happening. I was just like, come on, we need to go. But every time I said we needed to go, just got to get these windows open actually. Every time I said we needed to go, he just started crying because he didn't want to go because he was having such a good time. But I was aware that his energy levels were dwindling, and I made sure he had some liquid during halfway through, and he had quite a bit of juice, but he wouldn't eat. And yeah, he got to the stage where he was like super, not lethargic, but just energy had run, and he was crying, but it was really slow and dreary. It's a big learning lesson for me because I've got to keep an eye on him, and I was so heavily, but I was aware of it, but he's going to crash quick because he's not used to that sort of intensity. And it also puts it in perspective of like, you okay, my boy? You have fun? Oh, bless him. But yeah, it puts it in perspective of, you went down the slide, didn't you? About 100 times. But he just drank that whole juice. So he must have been dehydrated, but scary. So I literally grabbed him. He was like a little bit kind of just like quiet and went a little bit white. So we got down the slide and just ran, and he was just, yeah. Anyway, I'm a bit flustered, so I apologise, but I'm going to get this boy home and get him something to eat, and yeah, hopefully give him a good nap and restore the energy levels. We are officially home, and I just made sure I spoke to him the whole way. I let him tip all his animals back out because it was just keeping him from falling asleep, because I didn't know whether he's lethargic, and it's so hard whilst you're driving to actually keep on top of him. So, but we are home, and yeah, lesson learned. Just got to be really careful, and it's another honest truth about what it's like to have a post-transplant child. Like, you want to come out? There's my call. He's asked once, and he only needs to ask once. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. And we're on the sofa. You okay? We've got some potato in the air fryer, waiting for him to refuel before we give meds and go to sleep for a good, well-deserved nap. And that's both of us. Oh, another lesson learned. So, yeah, just got him back, and he has just eaten 2 whole potato waffles. And if you hear us referring to a potato waffle, this is what we mean. I'm not sure if you get it in the States and abroad, but just dropped it on the floor. Brilliant. This is a potato waffle. It's literally just frozen potato that we put in an air fryer, and for some reason he can get his head around it. He's now just eaten 2 potato waffles, and we've just given him a little bit of milk, and he's gone down. But that was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. And it really hit home how, even though we feel like we're entering a little bit more normality with him, he's still far from it. And what I was gonna say earlier regarding sending him to nursery, like, I knew what I was doing, and I knew that I saw the signs a lot earlier than like I needed to. So I dealt with the situation there and then. Otherwise it could have been a lot worse. But if you're at nursery and he suddenly starts going a little bit lethargic and stuff, people don't know his past, and it's a scary prospect. So, but lesson learned, we dealt with the situation, and he's hopefully going to be refreshed and all ready and raring to go for the second half of today after a nap. But yeah, crazy times. Teddy has just woken up, and he's just a little bit grouchy, but
We're currently waiting for a clinic appointment that is going to be between 2:30 and 4. And I thought I was feeling it alone, but Kate clearly feels the absolute same, and we've both got a hunch in our belly that something's not right. Because obviously we're meant to have a clinic appointment on Wednesday when Kate went up, but obviously misconstrued timings and stuff, so it never actually happened. And they just seem a little bit intense about why we missed it. So I don't know if they're holding back anything, but we are certainly waiting for his bloods, as I've said before, his chimerisms, his donor percentage cells, his CD4 counts. So we've got some big blood results coming up, and it's the first time we've had them in a while. So I hope this hunch is for no reason. And yeah, it's certainly putting me down in the dumps today, because after what happened earlier with Teddy at soft play and just this hunch in our bellies, it's kind of, we've been on such a good run of good news and just good Teddy, and just hope it continues. For now, we just sit and wait. As time drifted by and we intensely clock watched, I did everything in my power just to stay present with Teddy and keep my mind occupied. This is another kind of realistic truth of the fact that the further you get into normality outside of post-cancer treatment, it's not just sunshine and roses from here. It's like every check that you have brings on an even bigger and more intense rush of anxiety and stuff like that, because you've had that glimpse of normality. I don't know why. I hope I'm so wrong. I've got a gut feeling something's going wrong. It's now 3:15, so the phone call is going to happen within 45 minutes, if gosh are on time. Little boy, we're not a care in the world. Poor Willie. Poor mummy and daddy having to wait for these results. That's what's poor. As long as you don't know anything about him, mate, that's all that matters. Proud of you, mate. Love you millions. Yes, you're coming up next. We're going to take you out for a walk. We're going to wait for these results and then go out. Boo. I think a bit of fresh air could do us all good. I did my very best not to clock watch, but the more the minutes ticked past, the more the anxiety built and got worse and worse. Oh goodness, Kate's on the phone to them upstairs. I'm downstairs with Teddy. I don't know why I'm so shook up about this. We don't even know any results, but I need to go upstairs, see what's going on. Do you want to go and play upstairs?
Yeah.
Come on.
Upstairs. Upstairs.
Oh goodness. I've just been waved back downstairs by Kate because she can't hear what the doctor's saying, but all I just heard was, that's annoying, but we need to keep monitoring it. What's going on, Teddy? You okay?
Yeah.
Love you, mate. There's literally nothing worse than being able to hear snippets of conversation, but I can't take him upstairs because he just wants to go and see Kate and ends up screaming, so then she can't hear what the consultant's saying. So I'm literally just waiting and hearing bits and bobs, and it's just awful. As I sat being able to hear my heart beating through my chest, I felt this huge build-up of emotion putting pressure on walls which were about to crumble. But why? These are only just blood results. We've waited for worse results in the past. And in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know why, but the feelings were uncontrollable. I guess it was just pure fear of the cancer being back and stripping us of all of our happiness again. And it turns out the niggle in my belly was for a reason. So finally, Kate had finished off the conversation with our consultant, which was like 25 minutes long. And we have some results. They're not good, but they're not bad. So just to take you back slightly, the last time we had a chimerism, which is basically understanding the percentage donor of the Teddy's new cells, we got a whole blood result, which is basically just a look from a wide angle lens, just a small amount of blood that taken from the sample, and it was 100%. And that is the first time we had 100% in such a long time. And we took that as a ginormous positive. We didn't think it was actually possible that he could be back at 100%. But what they didn't do, because the sample of the blood that was taken was so small, they didn't split the chimerism. And now Teddy's been a split chimerism, which is where they take more blood and put it across loads of different samples to actually understand why the whole blood is actually showing less than 100%. So they didn't do that last time. So there wasn't an in-depth check into whether the 100% whole blood was actually 100% when it was split down into lots of different samples. So basically it's given us the false hope, because his split chimerism that we've done this time has come back that 94% whole blood. He's CD15, which is his myeloid part of the blood sample, which we need to stay at 100% because that's where his cancer was. That is still 100%. And he's CD3, that's 83. So from a wide angle lens, he is still stable where he always has been. When they originally split, he's kind of like stabled and plateaued off at that sort of level, and it tends to fluctuate. I feel personally just so deflated because we got given this false hope of the fact that he was 100% donor cells, when actually that was never realistically the case. And the consultant said, look, she's not worried about it. Obviously that's where Teddy is stable, but what it has done is just completely reignited our situation again, because over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, we've kind of felt what normal life is again, and then we received the 100%, and you know, it just reignites that kind of worry and that knowing that this may not be forever. And I just got really upset with Kate, as in not towards her, but just in front of her. And I was just like, if I'm honest, guys, I'm struggling. And the reason, come on. And the reason why I'm struggling is because the older he gets, the more I'm falling in love with him so bad. I just feel super sensitive to anything now because we've experienced that normality. And when we were in hospital, and I'm so sorry, this is awful. When we were in hospital, we just were in complete fight mode. And our barriers were up so high that no emotion was allowed in. And so the thought of losing Teddy then was obviously awful, but we knew that they were the cards that we've been dealt. But now we've been delivered this kind of like snippet of normality. And I've seen Teddy just go from strength to strength, and he's well. He is really, really well. But I don't know. The bottom line is, guys, is that our situation isn't over, and we've still got a long road ahead. I know it's going to get worse the more we fall for him, and that's a minute by minute basis. And I just, it will ruin us if it ever does happen, and I'm just scared of it. Give me 2 minutes. But listen, from day one, I always said my number one motto was don't worry about something until you have something to worry about. And yes, we do have something to worry about, but it hasn't happened yet. And so I need to remind myself of what I have told you guys for so long now, and everybody else here that watches his channel and is going through similar stuff to us. You have to live for today, and it just, maybe it's a good thing because it gives me that kick up the arse to make sure that we do everything possible and take every opportunity while he's well. But hey ho. The other positive news that we received while sort of having this really long consultation was they've checked his hydrocortisone levels, which is another medication he's on, and some kids take for up to 3 years, and Teddy's is obviously growing slowly, but really slowly. So she said that's completely normal, so not to worry about that. Acyclovir, which is another medication which is on 4 times a day, which we're currently keeping his tube in because of that, is we're able to stop that at the end of June, which is a matter of weeks away, which is incredible for him. She is really happy vocally with where Teddy's at, and she believes the immunoglobulin transfusions that we've been having is potentially the reason why he's cleared up his chest, and she's super happy that they are doing their job. When we had all the bloods taken, which are the results that we've received today, we tested for his immunoglobulin levels in his body, and they're growing on their own ever so slightly, which is great progress. But what she said is that some kids can grow really quickly, others take a little while. So her plan is to keep Teddy on these monthly immunoglobulin transfusions like we have been having all the way through the winter, and potentially retest in about 3 months time and see where it's at. But yeah, the plan is to have it all the way through the winter to give him that extra support and growth of his immune system, potentially into early spring, especially as we're potentially sending to nursery, which is another reason why I got so upset, is that after what happened today at the soft play, I just don't want to let him out of arm's reach, but that's for another day. I'm not even going to get started on that. And lastly, the other really, really positive news was his CD4 count, which is basically gives us an understanding what his immune system levels are, is something like 750. So it's absolutely fantastic, which probably represents why he's doing so well. And he hasn't, touched wood, got a cough or cold or anything at the minute, and he's just doing flipping amazing. So yeah, listen, I'm going to end that there. It's been a bit of a rant, and I apologise for kind of showing that side, but this is what this channel is all about, because you've seen our life of what it can be like over the last 6 to 8 weeks, and now, yeah, it's a little bit of a crash back down to earth, but in a good way, because he's still in a good place. But it's just a bit of transparency for you guys, because we're not superheroes, we're struggling parents, and we're just doing our best to make it work, you know. So it's another pick-me-up for all you guys that are also struggling. It's day by day, step by step, and as a community we should all get through this. But for now, I think you've seen enough of this face, and it's a good time to end this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we as a family put out videos. A massive, massive, massive thank you to all of our Bridge family members that have supported our channel that little bit further, so we can continue to make these videos and raise awareness for childhood cancer and what our life is post-treatment. If you fancy becoming a member, hit the button here and it will take you to our membership page. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. See you in the next one, chaps.